Welcome to Monday, the 5th day of June, 2023. Your Day with the Podcast is being brought to you by Cowboy State Daily. Check them out at cowboystatedaily.com. Well, over the course of the next week coming up here, the weather pattern is only going to be a little different. Some subtle differences, but enough to notice. But one thing that'll be common will be more showers and thunderstorms for many of you. Yes, that snow on Pikes Peak. Thanks, Patrice, for sending that in. Fresh snow over a lot of the high country of Colorado, really going back to late last week. Elevation stayed pretty high, but there's some fresh snow on those mountain peaks here in early June. Contrasting that with the green color of the foothills, it really made for a very pretty scene. Now we're going to continue to have a pattern that's still kind of stuck. Some more showers and thunderstorms will be noted, but there's a slight westward shift of the axis of moisture here to start the week. And so we'll probably have a little less activity on the plains. And the thunderstorms are going to be closer to the mountains and areas west of the divide. So if you're in or near the higher terrain, that's where the better thunderstorm chances are going to be. Also, it's going to be a little bit warmer. Temperatures have been well below average here over the last several days. It is going to warm up. No one's going to be really hot. Now, up in North and South Dakota, up near the Canadian border, temperatures are going to be a little bit warmer relative to average. But elsewhere, really, June is not starting off as anything hot at all. Now, with this axis of moisture shifting more westward during the week, we're going to see those thunderstorms concentrated near the mountains more. By the end of the week, that axis of moisture comes back out on into the plains again. Very, very common look here. Thanks, Amy, for sending this in. This came in last week. Well, the showers and thunderstorms have been so prevalent. Lots of scenes like this really over the last couple of weeks. Of course, this leads to beautiful sunsets. Wheatland Reservoir number 1 there near Laramie Peak, showing that off. A beautiful shot there. And then, of course, lots of rainbows in all the rain that we've had here lately. This morning's satellite imagery continues to show that water vapor pattern. It looks like the same thing we've been showing you really for the last 2 weeks. Just a lot of available moisture to produce showers and thunderstorms, and you can see that in the precipitable water forecast. Notice the axis of the deeper moisture is right on the divide. There's still some out here on the plains, but along and east of the divide and west of the divide, high humidity content air still is in place. As high pressure, now centered over south central Canada, kind of log jams everything. Now, the high pressure that's here now was over here over the weekend. So it's a little bit of a westward shift. So this high pressure is going to mean a little bit of a warmer air mass. But with the low here in off the coast of Southern California, the southerly flow continues here. The southerly flow continues here. There's still a pushing of that moisture right up against the Rockies. It's just that it's kind of getting squeezed a little bit more near the divide. This is by Friday, so you can see the shift westward of the high. The low comes a little bit more east, so there'll continue to be a confluence, a convergence, an axis of heavier moisture in the air just right up along the divide. So this is really not a lot different than what we've had over the last couple of weeks. Just some subtle differences, with the high maybe making it a little bit warmer, but still keeping a high probability of showers and thunderstorms in the area. Over the next 5 days, this is between now and the end of Friday, you can see the axis of cooler air is right underneath where that better moisture is. So relative to average, temperatures in that area right there over the next 5 days will be near or a little below normal. Relative to average, the warmest conditions are going to be in the north. So kind of different than what you would normally think. The warmer temperatures more north, the cooler temperatures are going to be more south. If we were to look at the precipitable water by Wednesday, again, there's the deeper moisture right there. Not as moist, still moist, but still not as moist out on the plains. So that is that westward shift of the showers and thunderstorms that will basically go from today through Thursday. And if I step forward in the coming days to show you where the thunderstorms are predicted, this is where we're looking at most of the thunderstorm activity today. This is the prediction of where the thunderstorms are going to be developing. This is today. This is Tuesday. You can see it picking up a bit Tuesday. But notice, out here on the plains, there's not nearly as much. There's a little bit more up here, But right over the plains, that high pressure here is going to negate any significant thunderstorms. But if you're along or near that divide, that's tomorrow, that's Wednesday, that's Thursday. Hopefully this will bring some rain right here to eastern and central Nebraska and parts of Iowa that really need it. And this is by Friday. So notice by Friday, the moisture axis gets pushed out into the plains again. So while the plains won't see a lot today through Thursday, there'll still be some. The plains will see the activity picking up as we get to the end of the week, and this is by Saturday. There's a push of those showers and thunderstorms out eastward. So there's likely going to be more rain falling over the next 5 to 6 days in the region, but a bit more westward shift of that rain, at least here over the next 4 days. Have yourself a good Monday. We'll see you tomorrow.